right, when I do my makeup routine, I like to start by waking up my eyes with a little ordinary caffeine around the eyes. And it just takes one drop on the finger. Like that. And then I put it on the other finger too. And then I go under the eyes and on top of the eyes. And it just depuffs the eyes. I give it a minute or two to depuff the eyes. I know if we don't get it here in a couple minutes, I'm going to holler at Alan to come in. Hopefully 2 more people will come in though. And this just depuffs right under here where you get those bags under your eyes when you haven't slept well. And right up here, it takes some of that fluid off of your eyelid. Tuli got us one. One more heart puff needed. Awesome. Thanks, Tuli. Who's gonna save the day? We'll see who gets it. Next thing I'm gonna do is Dr. Malaxin. Spicules. Maybe. Mine is almost out. And this just kind of opens up the pores and makes it ready for my moisturizer. This I try to avoid the eyes because the eyes have such sensitive skin, but I put it every place else. Just one more heart puff needed, guys. Oh, thank you, Jamie. All right, that's all rubbed in. The caffeine has done its job. Next, I'm gonna do the Dr. Malaxin Picotin shot. This is just extra moisture, and it also takes some of the redness out of my skin. And this I can go over the eyes. It's just kind of a moisturizer. So it's okay for the eye skin. Hair back. All right. Next I do neck moisture. I have a neck firming cream. And I just put it in an upward motion. You never want to stretch your neck skin down. So you always do it up. And any extra product that you ever have, you put it on the back of your hands because that is the first place that ages after your face. How much time do we have? 6 minutes. Hopefully someone will come in. You shared it with Alan. He'll come in and give a heart puff right at the last minute if we don't have it yet. And the last thing for moisture that I use is ordinary moisturizing with hyaluronic acid. And this is my face moisturizer. I put about that much on my finger. And I just put it on my face and then I rub it in. And again, I can put this over my eyes. It doesn't hurt the eye skin at all. And then I've got great moisture. My skin is plump and it's moisturized and it feels amazing. My knight in shining armor. Honey, if you're not busy, I need a heart puff. My knight in shining armor will save the day. We'll see if he does. All right. Next, we'll go with the skin tint for today. He will. Chrissy says he will. I'll put it directly on the face so it doesn't soak into the brush as much. Maybe. Woo! Did you see that? There's my knight in shining armor to save the day. Oh, that was the wrong heart puff. That was a heart me. I need a heart puff. Oh. He said, give me a second. Achieved! This is a tinted moisturizer that I'm using. And I put it on the face just so my brush wouldn't soak it in, because it's very liquidy. As you saw when I put it on my face. Okay. Thank you, honey. So that is the foundation that we work with. Next, we're going to go over the eyebrows. The color is not an exact match, but it's just tinted moisturizer. It soaks into my skin, and by the end of the process, the color looks fine. And remember, as we get older, we lose the tails of our eyebrows, so put those back on. Every cowboy. This is Fake Awake. It goes on the wet line of your eye. And it just makes you appear more awake. It's a cream colored eyeliner. Yes, honey, I'm uploading this one to YouTube, so I am kind of teaching. Where do the tails go? They just disappear. We just kind of lose them. Our eyebrows kind of retract up, and by the time we're 60 and 70, all we have left is like this part over here. Because we start losing the hair in them over here. Teaching everybody, Mr. Allen. Next, we're going to look at blush. Now, the older we get, the higher our blush goes. Younger 20-year-olds put it on the apple of their cheek. Older, put it up here. Hi, Tammy. So I am in my 50s, so I put it up here. I do not bring it out to the apples of my cheeks. And you'll see some of this will even disappear as I finish it off with highlighter and everything. Now I cut it in just a little bit with contour. And now comes the fun part. The white. Some comments were filtered. If someone said something and I didn't answer, you're still putting it on the apples of your cheeks. You can put it wherever you want. I always say there's no wrong way if it makes you feel good. This is highlighter, and I just kind of highlight out here a little, and that lightens some of that red, as you see. A little on the tip of my nose. Again, a little out here, lightening that red on the top. And right there. In the areas that they used to put powder so they didn't shine. Now we put it where you do shine. Then lips. I have a frog in my throat, but that's okay. Ribbit. Your face sweats too much for foundation. That's why I use the colored moisturizer instead of foundation today, because I know I'll be outside like at the soccer game. The color foundation or the colored moisturizer doesn't stay heavy like foundation does. This is primer for eyelashes. So if you're going to be in an area that sweats a lot, you don't want a thick foundation. You don't want a full coverage. You want as light as you can go. So about as light as you can go and still have coverage to cover up those imperfections is a colored foundation. Good morning, Donna. So right now I'm just putting foundation on my lashes. I'm trying to separate them all out and make them all so I can see them. And then once I've got them like that, I take my mascara and I go over them. And I am wearing a Tarte tubing mascara because it's easiest for me. But you can just wear your favorite mascara. But I do recommend putting a foundation over your lashes. And I'm just trying to keep them all separate. There we go, one eye done. Oh, Jamie, I agree. I look like an alien without mascara. I need mascara. And then again, I'm just going to put primer on it. I'm going to try to separate all my lashes. Make them all so I can see them. And I'm just trying to get this foundation on each lash. Make sure they're all separated. And now I go in for mascara. And I'm just making sure to cover each lash while trying to keep them separate. There we go. My lashes grow very different. These grow straight out and up, and these kind of curl. But it's okay. I work with what I've got. And that, my dears, is how I put my makeup on. There is my full face. Love you all. And there it is. Any questions, you can always leave it in the comments. Thank you, Miss Jamie. I don't know if it's so much of a tutorial, but that's how I put my makeup on anyway. Quick and easy.